as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk. Beyond. That's including the ice wall, baby. Mama said that there will be days, literally, just like this. One thing we all adore, something worth dying for. It's nothing but pain.
Dread it.
Come on.
Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
That boy said glory. Come on, baby. To the window, to the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on, baby. 1. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Come on, baby. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. All right, so the Cowboys, we got new coaches. New shoes. New shoes. Shout out to y'all. All right. Shout out to you, Gary. Belated birthday, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, Ace Book and JD from DC. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. We're going to get right to it. Sharing is caring. Dapper Miller, I see you over there. Sadiqa Charles, I see you on the IJ. Austin, appreciate you. And Beat On, appreciate you over there on the gram. Stacy. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Man, I should have been out there where the draft is at. No, not the draft, but the Super Bowl is at, because they're having a great time being able to mix and mingle with all of the people. There's some news out there for those who don't know, who's not aware. The Cowboys, since the last time we talked, they have hired a guy, right? And they hired, sources confirmed that the Cowboys hired outside linebackers coach. I can't say his name. I can't even say his last name. Y'all put it down in there. C, that's his name, man. He had an in-person interview at the Star on Tuesday, and he's now added to the coaching staff. Can y'all help me out, man? You know, my Mississippi eye is not Mississippian, you know. But y'all help me out. What's his name? Cheeto Woozier. What's his name, man? I'm gonna put it in the chat area. How you say that? How you pronounce that, man? Because I've been busy as a bumblebee. Y'all know how that goes. And that's his name right there. How you say that? Y'all help me out over here. Somebody. Yeah. Come on, man. I need some help over here. Yeah. Somebody pronounce that for me, man. Or I can get AI teacher to do it. But the Cowboys got him now as the linebackers coach. So, in my opinion, that could mean that they are out on Orr. I don't think Orr is coming here, right? And these sorts of things, if you're on the call him could, period. This is from Sadiq over there on the gram or what have you. Appreciate you. We're trying to keep the engagement up on all platforms, so y'all help me out. CUD. Oh, they just call him could? Jeez. I want to see how Jerry Jones and them going to say it, you know, because they can barely say common names themselves. So it's going to be nice. I think that we are heading into a better situation than what we were last season. Shout out to, we always get linebackers coaches with crazy names. Last season we had a Bangazi, Bangazi was his name. And now we having a Cud. I can't say his name. Yeah, I don't want to murder his name. So now we having Cud from DA to Prince. Said just call him Cud. So now we got a Cud. And if you guys follow Georgia, there is a few guys that's from Georgia that's going to be on the free agent list. N'Kobe Dean, he's one of the guys that's going to be on the free agent list. There are storylines and conversation lines and conversational pieces that we could get C.J. Allen. So my goal is for this team to look a whole lot better as it relates to defense for what we were last season, right? I don't think you can become worse than what we were last season, right? There's only 32 teams in the league, right? And we were right at 32. So I'm really thinking that with all of the pieces, all of the resources, with all of the things that we seeing off on as it relates to this defense from the coaching staff of Christian Parker, and it's nothing like your first time when you get out there, you want to start off with your best foot, right? Start on your best foot. So I'm thinking that this is a symbol of Marcus Dixon, Ryan Smith, right? Ansley kid that we done picked up, right? And all of these guys in their youth. And, of course, Christian Parker. I'm thinking that this is going to be our version of, hey, we're going to be all right. We're going to be adaptive. We're going to be tentative with tenacity. We're going to have training techniques that's going to be a whole lot different. And for those who looking at this for the first time, very first time, let me say this. Have you ever laid your clothes out on the first day of school and you start doing this number right here? Woo! We gonna kill them, yeah! Ooh, yeah! I can't wait. I can't wait till they see this outfit, man, And I got a feeling, that this is the kind of caliber of situation for the nation that we're going to see, is that we're going to be laying them out and we're going to be like, hey, Shay Sharp, Shay, how we going to be like, oh, boy. Yeah! Shit. Woo! That's how I just have that feeling. And I think that it was robbed from us last season. Yeah, the stay flow, come on now. Hey, common sense, these young folks, they don't know about the stay flow and stuff, man. Put so much on it. Jeans stand up by themselves, man, and then have the shoes and the socks and everything, the belt. And you're just going to be sitting back. I really think that that's where the Cowboys are heading down the stretch. Yeah, down to the socks, man. And then grandma and them saying, make sure you put on some fresh pair of drawers now. Make sure your drawers are clean. Grandma's always was right with that one, though. Yes, indeed. They always say, hey, make sure your underwear clean, There's just something about them old school folks, man. So I'm really happy that we got them. I haven't did a deep dive on them yet. But when I do, we're going to know everything. The principles and stuff like that of what he brings to the table. I just know that if you look back at Georgia's defense, if you are in the college world, you can say, yeah, them boys fire off to the ball, they fly around, and it can be very much so nice for us. All right, so there was some other things that happened. We got to let my homie go, and this is the last living hot top fade that we ever seen, that he's the last one. We seen the last living Jerry curls, but now this is the last living hot top fade. The Cowboys had decided to part ways from my guy. He was the wide receiver assistant coach, Underwood, and he's no longer on the staff. So, and then they got rid of the guy with the fellowship to do all of the prayings and stuff like that. His name is Dale Harding. They also got rid of him, so he no longer going to be praying in the locker room. So the Cowboys are moving differently, even on the other side. But shout out to him, man. Cool guy, very, very cool guy, very respectful guy. But he's going to be on the job market, and if he can't find nothing, maybe, he'll be on Uber Eats and and DoorDash and some stuff, man. So come on, man, get it together, man. You better not get one of them jobs. Say, hey, man, you got to cut that hair down a little bit. But we hope all is well with him, and that is Tyquan Underwood. He's no longer going to be with the Cowboys staff and stuff, but may he find a comfortable landing ground in these sorts of things. Let me know if y'all have any feelings towards that. He was the assistant wide receiver coach. Of course, we still have the other coach, his name is at the tip of my tongue, that has been around for a long time. All I can say is Trayshawn Holden. I can't wait to see him out there on the field. Hopefully that can be a situation for us down the stretch. But neither here nor there. Find a barber, man. Hey, literally, my guy's stuck in the 90s, man. We thought we'd bring him on the team. Maybe we can get some of that 90s love, but it didn't work that way. The last living hot top fade, man. That's just for what it is. Just for what it is. All right, so this is the Cowboys' new hire. This is the Cowboys' new hire right here, and this would be Stephen Brown. We know how to say his name, by the way. And he was the assistant wide receiver coach for the Browns. Now he's over here. But when I was looking over his resume, he also coached on the defensive side of the coin. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, he also helped out on special teams. So if you are Sorensen, Cowboys like to hire from within, and especially this brother can give you multiple tasks at hand by being an assistant wide receiver coach / defense in special teams. Jerry Jones might say, man, I can get a 3-for-1. And I can save a few coins. Yeah. And it could be a situation. You can lose them rings, man. So Sorensen, you better stand tall or not at all, because a lot of folks saying, hey, could it be a combo pack? Because you should be going just like Eberflus. So, hey, he's on thin ice. I don't know how he is within the confines of the front office, but I can tell you, I haven't found not one person that's in the chat said, yeah, man, give Sorensen a chance, man. You know, give Sorensen a few times to make it right for us. You know, I haven't seen nobody praising Sorensen. So, Nicholas Sorensen, you better get right, man, because if not, you be at home and you probably be folding laundries and stuff like that with Matt Eberflus or working side by side with me on this podcast thing, man. Hey, podcast can make you a few coins now, Sorensen. Come on over here, you know. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Hey, that's what everybody doing these days on podcasts. Podcasting is the new rappers, man. Hey, you know, hey, if you're a rapper and you ain't really moving like that, jump on a podcast. Man, shoot, it's crazy that I'm doing more numbers than y'all, and y'all rapping, and all I'm saying is one fish, two fish, blue fish. Mess around with me, you will be toothless, baby. Y'all better watch out. Hey, my mixtape coming out, man, late May, early November. That's when my mixtape coming out. Parker giving brothers a job. But Parker better get it right, man, and I hope that he will. Ice Cold said, money doing podcasts? Yeah, man, because that's where they at, man. Shoot. Ain't that right, Shay Sharp? You know, shoot, where he at? Shay Sharp making all that money over there doing them podcasts.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pill at night, know I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
You lying, man. So, with that being said, I ain't mad at you. Appreciate y'all, man. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Speaking of this altogether, I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Let's listen to CeeDee Lamb, because he was on a podcast or a radio station, and he was talking about the GP money, right? And he said something very striking, which is a good way of us communicating. But I appreciate y'all so much. And here we go right here. Somebody said they never heard of that guy. Let me see if I can get it up here. Hold on. Can y'all hear audio? I don't think y'all can hear audio. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it back up again. Yeah. And don't say that what she said, you know. Don't do me like that.
You know, CD, let's talk a little bit about what's going to be the conversation of the offseason, and that's going to be George Pickens. And
with the contract with him, whether he gets tagged or he gets a long-term deal, I'm curious because I hate talking about other people's money, but
right.
You know, the ego. Would you be all right if he ended up with a contract making a couple dollars more than you?
Man, I don't care about that. I just want my man to get what he's deserving. Like, as for me, I know I'm good. I'm fine. Me and my family, we're straight, and I just want to compete at the highest level, and I want to compete for a ring. So as for GP, he's well deserving, man. He deserves everything, every penny that he gets. And if he gets more than me, I'm gonna congrats him on that. And again,
and then give him the dinner bill.
I won't feel. Yes, he's getting every dinner bill for sure. The first one.
No doubt, man. So the money aspect of it, of what GP will get or should get. You guys were not able to hear that audio. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all were able to hear that audio. Let me play it again, but put a 1 in the chat if y'all were able to hear that audio. And I like the fact that we talk about the money aspect every year, and he said, hey, whatever he's deserving, he should be able to receive. To me personally, the money opportunity will make itself back up for everyone, right? So y'all were able to hear it. Okay, just one person was not able to hear it. All right, so all you got to do, if you was not able to hear that audio, just clear your cash out, man. You know, clear, get off of that website. Get off that doggone website. Yeah, clear your cache and cookies, man. And okay, good. All right, so y'all cleared them off. Okay, good. All right, so now that everybody heard what he said exactly what he said. And he said, I really don't care about GP making more money than me, because he understands. I'm trying to accomplish my goals. I'm trying to accomplish things that people said I were not able to do. And yet, Paul GP did went crazy in the Pro Bowl, right? Which we really can't stand anymore. Boy, it's just crazy, man. Us older fellas like, hey, man, that just glorified flag football. Here's what I think that the NFL should do. Here's what the NFL should do. Take a super fan from every single team. For example, I would be the quote-unquote super fan of the Cowboys. Let them sign an NDA, waive all liabilities, and you just put them out there, right? You know, you just put them out there. Put me in a uniform, have me run a few little laps or what have you, and have Dak to throw me the ball, or Hurts or whoever that's in it. Have one representative that's a super fan of each team to be in the damn Pro Bowl. Yeah. And they got to be some semi-athletic, you know what I'm saying? I think that would be more entertaining, you know? I'm just saying.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, and watch the NFL. They're gonna take that idea. Watch. They're gonna take that idea from me. Yeah.
Faith! Stop! Faith! Come back, Faith!
They're gonna take all of that idea from me, and they just turn the Pro Bowl into like an award show, you know, and to have them to do something like you know commentary or something like that. Paul said, I saw you all running the routes, but then I fooled around and tear up all my hamstrings and synovial fluid gone and all of that good stuff. But neither here nor there, Cowboys Nation. The whole Lamb saga, do you pay him, do you not? Well, not Lamb, but Pickens saga, do you pay him, do you not? I just 1,000% feel like the Cowboys should not entertain all of the bull sugar. Go ahead and pay the man and keep it moving, you know. got to do 2 laws, though, offense and defense. Great idea. Come on with it, man. Come on with it, man. Shoot, I love it. I love it. I definitely will love the idea of being able to do that, of being able to entertain you guys in that light. But let's talk a little bit about and then my whole deal done switched up on me. Hold on. I got to build a plane as we fly. I love y'all to the stars and back. Come on, man. We were right here. Since we are talking about the aspect of coaching and stuff like this, because I had a segment open. Hold on. I had a segment open. My screen didn't refresh or what have you. Oh, I see what happened. Give me 1 second. Senior moment, and that's okay. Let me know if y'all can hear audio.
Not with the serious, but I'm just interested in your processing of 10 years in this league. I was thinking about that flying out here, and it feels like it's flown by.
Yeah.
How do you process that with an idea of what's coming in the next few years?
Yeah, that my best is coming ahead. Think about when I came into this league, to be a Pro Bowler then as a rookie, to be back 10 years later. It's a blessing, and I don't take anything for granted. But you said it, the journey. It's been a lot. It's been some good years, some bad years, some changes within the organization, and I've grown through it all. Each year I feel like I'm a better player and I'm a better quarterback, and there's no reason I don't think the next year's going to fall right in line.
And Dak, I'm going to go a little differently than that. Yeah, I do think this was the best I'd ever seen you play, but we've seen you play high-level ball since you came into this league. I want to talk about your leadership. You guys had a ton of adversity in that locker room. How much?
Pause right here before Dak or Ron finishes soliloquy on all of that. When was the best you ever seen Dak Prescott play? Are y'all literally saying it was this past season that was the best version of Dak Prescott? Is that what y'all saying collectively? Is last season was the best version of Dak? Because if we start talking years, of course, 2016, a lot of people didn't see that, not even Jason Garrett, and that's going to be in the loop in a few. In 2018, I get we didn't have we tried to do the wide receiver by committee that blew up in the face. So that at the last moment, they went and got a quote-unquote Amari Cooper, right? And I remember through the season, I was thinking that I've seen Dak Prescott play like this before. And you can argue even in 2020, he was on the same pretty much pathway. It's just the defense were to be damned, right? And then 2021 coming off of bone, breaking through the body and all of that other stuff, I always seen Dak Prescott play to this level, right? The difference is between this last season and the other seasons is that you got to have an absolute run game. Ezekiel Elliott, I love the guy, man. I love what he was able to bring. But after 2018, it was kind of like a downward spiral because of the fact that you had a Kellen Moore who was learning on the job, a peer-to-peer coaching type of situation. So what I'm getting at, even in 2021 and 2022, you didn't have the same kind of caliber of running attack that you had this past season, right? Even with that Zeke, right? And the offensive line, for everybody saying, oh, man, this offensive line was a juggernaut. It had everybody good. This offensive line haven't been healthy in the last 10 seasons, 10 years. The last time this offensive line was healthy was in 2015. So what I'm saying is basically what the Cowboys should do, Jerry Jones, hear me out. Put that butter knife down. Don't shank me with it, y'all, in the chat. Is understand that with Dak Prescott, you got to have the run game. He plays better off the play action. I'm not saying that he can't throw the ball without run game, by the way. But you got to continue to have those pieces there. Is Dak Prescott a force multiplier? My answer to that, and I know people are going to shank me with this, my answer to that always been no. I always wanted Dak Prescott, even though he can do this, right? I still want Dak Prescott to throw the ball anywhere between 23 to 27 attempts a game. I do not want him to go over those attempts. Can he still throw with all of those good anticipations and all of that stuff? Yes. But there's a thing called law that you can't out-defeat, and that is the law of average, right? And once you go through that law of average of you continue to throw the ball and continue to do those things, then there will be some repercussions that can happen. But I'm going to listen to what he got to say, and I'm going to pull up just so that I can be on the same page. I'm going to try to find that other piece that I found earlier 2 years ago.
Pride did you take in being able to stand in front of those men and present yourself as someone who was there for them as a brother and teammate this entire season?
Yeah, I took a lot of pride in that. I mean, I think for me, the most important thing I could do is just be present every day, be the same guy each and every day, come in with the same attitude and be consistent. And that's who I've been since I've been a Cowboy. So through the midst of the adversity, everything that's happened, losing a brother and a teammate, for me, it was about just showing up and just showing them my presence is there. You can ask me real questions. We can get down to nitty gritty, the adversity that I've been through in my life. And I believe we all go through everything in life to share our experience and help others through it. Through my own adversity, I was able to do that with the help of Solomon Thomas, great leadership from Coach Schottenheimer and the rest of the guys. That it took us all. But I was very proud of not only myself, but the rest of the guys and the organization as a whole of getting through it.
Yeah. Dak, what do you think of this week, man? You've been a part of a Pro Bowls before in the past, many of them. What does this week mean to you?
As I said, to be back 10 years later, it's awesome. It's much different than the first time, playing a real game.
There's your first time.
Yeah, in Orlando. It's different, but it's good. Anytime, you get to hang out. Trent Williams, the guy that was here my first time. Christian McCaffrey.
Travis Frederick.
Nakua. Say again?
Travis Frederick.
Trav, yeah. So it's a blast. I'll try to enjoy this flag football the best I can. I'm not as fast as some of these other guys. So Terp's on my team. I saw him rushing last year, so I think I'll be okay.
There we go.
Man, it's been an amazing journey. I'm close. I'm down the road. Keep tabs. But I think about this year in particular, and RC already alluded to the adversity, but I want to talk about bringing George Pickens in.
Come on with it.
George Pickens when we were there for Monday night, and he said, Dak is one of the best things ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Tell me about the pride that you take in that. A new guy coming in, people have these ideas about who he is as a person, and for you to be able to instill that and then for him to comment on that to us in private, how does that make you feel as a quarterback and as a person?
Yeah, it makes me feel good knowing that you're able to be there to help somebody coming in a tough spot in their career. As you said, a bunch of narratives about them that they don't necessarily believe is true. So as he came into Dallas, we gave him a clean slate. We're going to get to know George for who George is, and just the way that he's shown up, he's been a professional. His talent has made that chemistry for us, right? Speed and expedite to give him all the credit. But at the end of the day, he's a guy that loves football and loves his teammates. And I can get along with anybody like that. And so we're blessed to have George, and he's a hell of a teammate.
You know what? I remember, we're sitting there listening
No doubt. Now, before I lose my point here, I know you guys are here, and I know y'all don't want to hear this voice. But I got to pull this up, and y'all know when y'all hear that sound, y'all know I'm finna get deep, right? Yeah. Come on with it. Get that out the way. Listen properly.
Since Dak Prescott has been in the league, this is pretty amazing. When he gets 30-plus rush attempts behind him, he's virtually impossible to beat, 53-7.
Okay.
Less than 30 rush attempts, he's not a very good quarterback, 20-34. But this is more sobering. If Dak just gets 100 yards rushing, again, 100. He's Mahomes. He's 64-17. If he gets less than 100 yards, Dak Prescott has 9 career wins. That's it. And the Cowboys are making no move at running back. It is very clear, indisputably, inarguably clear. Dak is a completely different quarterback with a run game. But once again, the Cowboys fall into this, we're smarter than everybody else. We're just going to go back with our guys that we drafted.
All right, so that was, you see, you can tell the background was different, you know what I'm saying? I still look the same, you know? Yeah, I still look the same.
It's crazy that this dude.
All right, I want to hear myself in the algorithm again with this. But what I'm getting at is that if you trying to make an apple pie, why are you over there with the damn bananas, right? See, this past season, the Cowboys finally said, hey, we want an apple pie. Let's go try to get the ingredients for the damn apple pie. They still didn't really do what they supposed to do with the run game. Because they didn't really see Javonte Williams running like he was running. You know, they took a chance with that. So the Cowboys still went against the grain is what I'm trying to say. Now, this time it kind of worked out. This time around, it kind of worked out. And the Cowboys got to know what the team that they are trying to assemble really is, right? And granted, we're not walking around here with our chests out because we on the outside looking in to the postseason, right? And we still on the outside looking in even in the Super Bowl. But what I'm saying is that the Cowboys, apple pie, he will take half of the pie. Yeah. But you can't, if you trying to cook something or bake something, you got to make sure that you have the ingredients. And the Cowboys not understanding what the core of their team is all about. I'm not beating them up. It's just one of those things that really sickens me about this team. So going into this season, when we fix up this doggone defense, just make sure that we solidify the run game on the offense as well. I'm tired of us having a ham, no burger, peanut butter, no jelly. You know, that same thing that Chris Tucker said, you know. So we got to fix those type of things, right? And that's what I'm getting at. The Cowboys better make sure that we continue to do those things. Shout out to Dak Prescott for last season, but we got to understand that every year is a different year, but every year also you don't want to go back into saying, okay, we fixed everything. It was by chance that Javonte Williams ran the ball the way he ran, right? It was by chance that we got a chance to see those things. And I'm not taking that away from him at all. Now, the questioning here, do we have a running back issue? No, we don't have a running back issue. We just have a running back unknown. What is the unknown, Law? The unknown is, can Javonte Williams repeat that? And what would his price be? Now, there's another running back. I don't know who had a better season, Rico or Javonte. Y'all can do the quick math on that. But they got a chance to catch up with Rico. And could he return back to the Cowboys is the conversation on this one.
Did you look into trademarking Buckle Up at all?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. It's funny you say that. Yeah, my agent, he definitely reached out to me at that time and was like, we should look into trademarking it. But I think it had like a couple, I think it couldn't be to do with a couple different things, seat belts or something he said, so we ended up not doing it. But yeah,
someone already had it.
Into it.
You're entering free agency again this offseason. Dallas does have an opening running back. Did you ever see yourself going back there?
Yeah, Clarence just asked me that a second ago. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that I can see myself, but I'm definitely not turning down shutting any doors. So if that's what the man above and my agent came out for me, and that's what they decided was best for me and my next step, and I definitely wouldn't be opposed to going back to Dallas for sure.
Rico.
Shout out to Rico. Rico, you still mad at me, man? My bad, dog. I didn't mean to talk about your extensions, man. Yes, indeed. Shout out to you, Rico. But I would love to see a Rico / Javonte Williams administration. I wouldn't mind that. But what Rico money trying to be money in, you know? Or I wouldn't mind a Jeremiah Love. Oops, did I say that out loud? Jeez. All I can say is with the run game with the Cowboys, just make sure that we do not go backwards and we continue to press forward and move forward, you know.
On the real.
You know how it goes.
Me and your mama getting real serious.
Yeah.
So it looked like I'm going to be around here.
Just my advice.
I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing. But if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
You're going to have to send me that, Williams, of what Parsons trying to recruit Pickens. And the craziest thing is Parsons just got to get better, and healthy. I'm not shooting any shot at Parsons, but he got to focus on getting healthy. The one thing that the Green Bay Packers don't need is another wide receiver. They got wide receivers. That's not their issue. I think that would be overkill for the Packers, right? Unless, those guys are on final contracts. I haven't looked at their contracts or what have you, but I don't think that Pickens in Green Bay would even move the needle. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so I haven't seen that. We get Rico and Williams. We winning it all. This is from Boss Cowboys Sports. My brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover. Keep in mind that, he making a great point right there. So let's give him a round of applause. Shout out to Boss Cowboys Sports. Be sure to check him out. Show me. You know what I'm saying? Boss, show me now. You know what I'm saying? You got to show him. It was on Kay and Adams' Twitter. This from Common Sense Lab. Appreciate you. And shout out to Kay and Adams and them. I can see if I can pull it up on the fly. Boy, y'all got me, man, on the fly right now. Let me see. Let me see what we can do. While we cut right quick, we'll be right back because I know y'all gonna sleep. But if you gonna sleep on anything, sleep on the #1 fantasy app.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Are for each other.
All right, download Sleeper, use promo code LAW, and with that in mind, $20 from me to you is added to your beautiful account. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, when you put $100 in, they will match up to $100, right? On your first initial deposit, that's $220 that you can have in your account on Sleeper. And you make those big monies, those thigh wows, just look up your boy and hand me some of those big coins because I know y'all going to make them. So, but keep in mind, use promo code LAW and use that for the #1 fantasy app to get all of what you need. And I got a little what you need.
We got George Pickens, who I like.
Thank y'all.
I like the vibe there. You and him are for each other.
Right.
There's reverence there. You have a great relationship. Are you doing, how much behind the scenes work are you doing to keep him there?
A lot.
Tell me.
Because everybody in my face is trying to recruit him while I'm standing right next to him as if I'm not.
At the Pro Bowl?
Yes.
Tell me
like,
who. I want to know
Micah
who.
for one. Let's
Micah?
start with Micah. He's trying to
get out of here.
Yeah,
with
I don't
your
know.
Scooter. Go
I don't
do
know what's
something
going
else.
on with him. He's a little too active to be on a scooter, and that's the only team that I'll stay with right now. But it's a couple people that I feel like is definitely trying to get my mans away from me. But like,
No, I need to know one more person. Who else? Give me one more person who came up and tried to talk to George.
Let me see. It was for sure Keyshawn. So the Green Bay clearly wants
Nixon?
them.
Damn.
Now you got me ratting on people.
No. Of course Green Bay wants him. They need him.
I'm done ratting on people.
You're right.
Resolution. Personal goal for CD. I am done ratting on people. Green Bay wants George Pickens.
Yeah, but they're not getting them.
But you said you got some razzle dazzle in the DMs. Give me the
I'm going right to the
charismatic
source.
CD. You going right to George? Right to Jerry?
I'm going right to the source. I don't need no middleman. I don't need no help. And we don't have to keep it cute. I'm going to tell you what I want.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. And you hear what I got to say. And then we go win.
And it's you and
Okay.
Dak doing that. Dak said he's going to get involved too.
We want to win.
How come you guys want him so bad?
Well, the good thing about having someone in house, and I'm being real now, it's getting a little worried now, Where in the hell is Jerry Jones? Where is he? I haven't heard from him, man. Y'all need to start spamming Cowboys.com and say, where Jerry at? Where Grandpa Jerry at, man? You know, I need to know, because at this point we haven't heard, haven't seen. This has been a long time. Normally he chimes in on something, and we got to see and hear from Jerry, man. We want to hope all is well with him. And
what's your point? What's your point? Okay, so what?
Okay, well, shoot. Hey, I'm just trying to figure out where you at, man. You know, shoot. Jerry tied up, and Jerry got his own island. Okay. He got his own island going on. Isn't it good that Jerry is missing? I'm not saying it's good or bad, but what I'm saying is, you know, normally we hear from the man. You know, I just want to hear from the buddy. You know, did y'all find out what absolutely happened when the Coyote absolutely catches up with the what's that thing? Me. Yeah, road runner. You know, they just check out, you know. So, yeah, I'm missing my buddy a little bit, man. What's your counter? What's your point? You know, y'all leave me alone. Jerry's my buddy, man. You know, I ain't pretending. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. Yes, indeed, man. That's my guy.
You know, this is my first time go around with this, but I definitely would like to take the trophy home for myself.
Right, because you had to pass it around. It was like, went to the defensive player, went to the offensive player. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the shenanigans of this. Like, who cares about the game? What's the best part of this whole event to just take part in for, like, you?
I definitely say my teammates. You know, when you first come to the Pro Bowl, you're not really expecting for most of your teammates from your actual team to be here. So, for me, that's what it is personally. And then, of course, the other guys you get to meet.
You know, as a member of the media, it's obviously different from athletes, but like when I go to like the Super Bowl or like the NBA All-Star game, George, it sort of feels like a family reunion, right? Because you're seeing guys that you grew up with or went to college with, and everyone kind of comes there together. How does that feel for you now that you've been in the league here for a few years?
I feel great, honestly. It's kind of like what you said when you see the camaraderie, and a lot of guys come from so many different places around the world, colleges, JUCO, D1, D2, D3, and just come together at events like this, like the Pro Bowl, linking up at the Super Bowl. So I feel like it's always a great thing to do, you know, to tap in with fellow teammates.
So when you get there and you see, you know, Micah Parsons rolling around on a scooter.
That Parsons boy.
Your reaction to that was what?
All right, enough of that. You know, I've seen Parsons roll around in that scooter. But let's listen to this right here.
What kind of pants are these we got working right here?
These are some nice little chrome pants.
Let's get to the
rehab. It was
more pressure than any quarterback in the sport, right? Just because all the money he makes, and you guys haven't delivered in the playoffs like the expectations there, right? Do you guys feel that in the locker room?
Not really, because I feel like we're all under pressure.
Right.
Like it get to a point to where like you play for the Dallas Cowboys, there's going to be some pressure. Everybody's going to love you. Everybody's going to hate you. Well, a lot are going to love you. A lot are going to hate you. So, like, regardless, you're going to be watched. Just go out there and put your best foot forward. I feel like it's almost like a why not situation. And as for me, man, I don't really – there's not more pressure that anyone can put on me than I put on myself, because I know the amount of work that I put in and the type of things that I can rely on as far as talent, abilities, and my players. And as for me, it's just going out there and showcasing to the world that I'm one of the elites.
Yeah, well, you already have that. You're in that conversation. There's no doubt about that. Go ahead, Mike.
What did the arrival of George Pickens, just nuts and bolts, X's and O's, how did that change the offense to have him out there on the field?
It gives me the ability to line up wherever I want, and vice versa. If we just need to keep it simple, we can. AGP, go run a slant real quick. AGP.
I don't need to hear no more, man. It's just been overkill right now. If everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie climbing up out of the grave is all saying, hey, man, we want GP, we want GP, we want GP, we want GP, then make it happen. I'm done with it now, man. You know, I was trying to see if I want to hear anything else, but every main conversational point was that they want GP. They don't want to see him go. And everybody asking him that. So with that being said, I think that the Cowboys should be able to put a boot on it and kick off all of the negative connotations. And if it's going to be a boot, it should be this boot. Brunt workwear. Let's not work in pain, but let's work in comfort. And I'm talking about quality comfort. Brunt workwear brings you that element of comfort, stability, and also durability. With Brunt, your number one workwear out there in the field, built to last, built to survive, and also leaves you with style and grace. So visit bruntworkwear.com and use promo code LAW and pick up you a pair. Be sure to pick up you a pair of Brunt, your number one workwear, and then use the code LAW. And with that being said, you can boot out the competition and make sure that you're in the right position to work that out in comfort, and that's with the number one workwear boot, and that's Brunt. So get 40% off. Use the promo code that's in the description box. And be sure, if you can't just go to the description box, just go to bruntworkwear.com/LAW, and you'll be able to get you a pair from there. All right, Cowboys Nation, as we segue to the segues of all of this, I just want to say that the team is really speaking out on the possibility and the capabilities of us having the kind of caliber of a player like a CeeDee Lamb times a GP for a second reunion. I think that when you look back at it, we can have the same conversation that we had last show about, hey, AJ and Smitty, they wasn't together for just 2 seasons, right? They've been together for almost 5 years, I believe. When you look at Higgins and Jamar Chase, them guys wasn't together just for 1 season, right? They've been together as far as their playing career the whole time, more than 3 to 4 years. So continuity is something that we try to embrace. We don't have to rip apart and tear down this team every year and start over. I know that there's a 30 to 40% turnover in the National Football League from team to team, but we can manage and take care of the things that we can. With that being said, the Cowboys defensive staff looks a whole lot better than what we looked last season before everything. And I know, on paper, that's a paper thing, right? But we now got to see it materialize out there on the field, and how that works. You can't be comfortable. You got to still be uncomfortable with your approach. Getting some guys that you know for sure, they got the alpha male mentality, not no betas over here, that when they say stuff, you know it's going to be movement of stuff, right? So that's just for where it is, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go into this, I want you guys to grade this right here. Let me see if I can find it. It's on the top of my page here on the Twitter. And shout out to my cousin. My cousin, he had came up with this mock draft, and let's get right to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys got? With the first pick, the Cowboys are selecting Caleb Downs. They trade back, and they, with the 33rd pick now, they get Anthony Hill, which will be lights out for any linebacker. As you think about it, Anthony Hill times Overshown, that could be nice. And then they go get Mesidor, Akeem. They really get Akeem Mesidor. They get Sutton from Penn, Dennis Sutton. And then they go get the running back Nicholas Singletons, Nicholas Singletons. And then they get one of my favorite guys. I'm looking at most of his tape is Jacob Rodriguez, Then they get Cade, the quarterback with the 177 pick. They get C.J. Daniels, the wide receiver from Miami, and them. And then I'm hearing that Christian Gray, he's going back to play for another year. So this is null and void with him with the 225th pick. And then I got my guy who sent me something. Let me see what he got. This is Prince. He sent Jeremiah Love, Jamal McCoy, Emmanuel McNeil, Warren. I like his tape. Toledo. I like that kid's tape. Jacob Rodriguez. Boy, my tongue is rolling now. Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? And then Romello, Texas Tech. Then he get Keegan, not the water, but Trost. And then you get Caleb. I haven't seen most of Caleb tape yet. So either or, I can, and this is what I want you guys to do. When it's time to go into drafting and you get into that draft mode, I don't mind people having their mock draft a certain way, but I want people, when y'all send y'all mock drafts in, just be able to explain your work, right? You can have a strong stance on Caleb Downs, right? You can have a strong stance on Jeremiah Love. You can have a real strong stance on Jamal McCoy, but you got to be able to stand your ground. And you got to get in there and fight for the things that you want. Now, they had a subject matter, and I want to pull this up for context. And I think it was Brian Broaddus, and he was talking about the fact that do positioning coaches or coaches in general, can they change the way you think as it relates to drafting, you know? And I think that coaching should be able to do that. I think that should be a thing that you should talk amongst yourself and say, yeah, my staff members should be able to have a great conversation to be able to strengthen their arguments on why that they are going after a certain player. And then you go into the mindset that I'm drafting not for needs, but I'm drafting for best player available. But let's listen to what Brian Broaddus said on the Cowboys draft needs.
I think there's always ways to find value in draft. I think there's teams that absolutely love it. I think this year, Bobby, your Cowboys are going to be very aggressive in free agency. I don't think this is going to be bottom fishing because I think they want to set themselves up to have some flexibility at 12 and also at 20. Right now, they're locked into defensive players because we've all watched. Again, your show has talked about it for the last year about how things defensively did not work. We have a whole new defensive staff. I'm excited about the guys that they brought in, the young guys. It's enthusiasm. Is this a draft now where you maybe have to think about it? Not everybody thinks about positional and how money and this, that, and the other. Dallas just needs really good players.
Yeah.
If it's a safety, if it's a running back, whoever it is, just draft that guy and then sort everything out later. But Dallas can surely use a guy. If Donovan Ezeraku is just going to be a really, really good run player and an okay pass rusher, you're going to need an edge.
Yeah.
You are going to need somebody. And whoever stood up in the meeting and said it was a good idea to trade Micah Parsons last year should be fired.
He was. He was fired.
Yeah. Hey, it's hard to put the toothpaste back into the tube, and it's hard to find those guys that you can work with. I'm trying to come up with my stance so that we can make sure that we all on the same page. Last season, the evaluations of defense, you really don't have nothing to go off of. The coaching staff that you get here now got to go through with a fine-tooth comb and reevaluate what they have here. But they can't use last season tape. A lot of you guys saying that, well, the Cowboys have zero talent. I beg the difference. Quentin Williams is a good place to start at. Kenny Clark is a damn good place to start at. And I know how y'all feel about Osa Diggy-Uzua, but that's why you got Quentin Williams in as well as Kenny Clark. With those three interior defensive linemen, you can argue that those three are some of the better interior linemen in the National Football League. Not many teams will have the capability to have those three on their roster, right? So now we put that to the side. The other part would be edge rushing. Donovan Ezaraku, as advertised from a rookie, he was okay for most of the season, right? Of course, we lost one. May God, be with him, right? We can look at the fact that Jadeveon Clowney, I get it, right? Father Time is undefeated. Do you bring him back? Maybe for, a cup of coffee or something. So now if I'm Christian Parker, and all we heard was from Christian Parker of how brilliant his mind is and how great his command is of the team, and he's a player's coach and all of this stuff. Well, here's what I want to say with Christian by him being in the youth and management one-on-one. Management one-on-one states that what you have to do is strengthen your delegations. If Christian Parker is smart and wise and a student of the game, he knows for sure that I can't do this all by myself. I'm going to have to show a little vulnerability, right? I'm going to show you that I got a weak side. I don't know this, but I do know that Marcus Dixon, since 2024, lead all of the NFL in sacks and pressure. There's no other team since 2024 with that stat. Marcus Dixon got that. Let me bring him on my side, right? So that's one area that I don't have to focus and concentrate on. This is not me trying to get a job so that I can just get my buddies on, right? Or me trying to make up what I messed up. No, this is me getting a job with a grand opportunity that I'm going to make sure, roll my sleeves up, and I'm going to get the damn best of the best for that particular position. Likewise, Ryan Smith, since I believe 2023 or 2024, a weird stat line, that he allowed the fewest touchdown score from wide receivers. So now I got my front end corrected, and now I'm trying to work on my back end. These are things that I don't have to do no more, right? I can just focus on strategy and scheme, and then I got to get these guys up to par with technician, right? So their technique can be a part of my philosophy. Keep in mind, great coaches want to replicate themselves out there on the field. When you see in D'Amico Ryan's defense, that is D'Amico Ryan's mindset out there on the field. To a point, when you see Fred Warner doing all of his things, and I'm going all the way to the San Fran sides of it, since we in San Francisco as far as the Super Bowl, they drafted Fred Warner to be a damn safety. But D'Amico Ryan saw something else in him. See, coach is supposed to be able to see something in you and pull and extract that talent out of you so that it can be shown out there on the field. We haven't had that last season. One can argue the season before that, right? So now that we got all of those things pushed to the side, we should be a better team altogether collectively. But you build with your best, and that's that Quentin Williams, right? And favor is not fair. So come on, Quincy Williams, right? Hey, so those are the things that I'm looking at from Christian Parker to bring to this team overall on the defensive side. But let's just do this since we are finna roll into the conversational pieces. of the phone line for your mind. Shout out to y'all that's on the Instagram. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Let's go into this right here. If you're driving around Dallas, you already know that you need to reach out to our proud partners, especially if somebody rear ends you, fender bends, and all of this stuff.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, backed by a combine of 100 years of experiences. Keep this onto your mental mindset. When you are in a jam, and if you are in a situation that you need someone to help you, just dial 214 and all threes or 817 and every three. Be sure to reach out to our proud partners, and that is Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, backed by a combine of 100 years of experiences. 657-390-7391 is that hotline for your mind. Be sure to call me, and we can have the conversation. We can have an open conversation about any topic that you guys would like to have before we get things moving. And come on with it, ladies and gentlemen. Come on with it. Get that call in. That is until this goes down. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your super chat. Unlucky.
At unlucky $8,719.20. Law Nation Sports saluting face.
Appreciate you. Saluting face. You know, appreciate you so much, man, for your support. Unlucky. I guess I'm the lucky one. Appreciate you, Sadiq Charles, for putting that number down in the chat. I got MJ from the 206. You in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law Nation? I ain't talked to you in 100 years.
Man, hey, Happy New Year, man. I haven't seen or heard from you, bro. I hope I'll word for a second. I'm glad to know that you are okay, bro.
Yeah, I was on your show yesterday, but I ain't got a call from Mexico.
Okay.
My boy got deported to Mexico.
Lord.
He was in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
My Spanish brothers.
Okay. Is he?
What happened? We thought something happened to him. He's okay now.
Okay, so he okay. Okay, good.
We was like, man, we thought he was gone for a year. In Mexico, back with his brother now. But yeah, he's good now. So, it's good. Yes, sir.
Yes, man. So what you got for me today, man? What you got for me today, man?
Oh, man, I think Jerry, he just sitting back. You got to get them numbers right. Don't wait, because come March, that's when you start signing people.
Yeah.
His first contract should be Pickens, then get the kicker out the way, then get redo them 2 D tackles, do CeeDee and Dak, and then go on getting them get the linebacker number 42 back, get him a good deal. They'll probably ask for $8 million. They're gonna hit him at 10. Then negotiate 7, 8, 2-year deal, and then you bring in that safety from he didn't play last year, who y'all always wanted. Is it Simmons?
Oh, you talking about? Shoot, he'd been out of the league for at least 2 years now, and you talking about Justin Simmons? Justin Simmons?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. Huh?
Yeah, he turned it down. He had an offer last year. He just said he'll wait, heal his body. He said come back, and he played with all the coaches that's on the Cowboys now.
Oh yeah, he was under Christian Parker. So
yeah.
I think that a lot of people talking about Fitzpatrick. A lot of people talking about Blankenship. A lot of people talking about
either 3.
CJ and them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of guys that's going to be out here in the free agency that absolutely played last year. Now, for a cup of coffee, I'll bring Simmons in. Hey, let him work out, try out for the team. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Because I seen the scheme when I watched. I always talk to Foots.
Right.
And he played that tape, and our Philadelphia safety just stay back there, and you can't get past them. They don't move. They don't get tricked. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat over that top over them.
Right.
And that's the kind of that coach teach. He take basic fundamentals, and he's a good communicator, man. Because with me, we used to torch them guys.
No doubt, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So what else you got for the show, man? Because I got a few. I don't want to rush you though, but I got a few other callers that I got to get to before I dip.
The show, and we just got to get the right picks, and Jerry just got to go and sign these boys and draft good, and let's finally do something that we've been waiting for 30 years to do.
Come on, man.
That's all we gotta do.
Yes, indeed,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yes, indeed,
And
man.
how about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? Appreciate you. That's my guy, MJ. I'm glad that he's okay, man. I haven't heard from that guy all year, and it's February the 4th now. I got from the 409. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Law?
Not much, man.
I called yesterday, and I got you at the end of the show.
Right.
I was calling because everybody talking about we shouldn't sign Pickens. We should franchise tag him and everything like that. Okay, but when Dez got his first contract, it was called the Dez rule and stuff. If they have all these concerns about Pickens and stuff, because he is young, he's a young kid.
Yeah, he's 23, 24. Yeah, he's still young.
Yeah. So I would bring back the Dez clause in the contract and stuff, and because we need to have. Why we can't have it? Why we can't have everything?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I think the Cowboys media, look, a cat crossed the street at the Star in Frisco, it'd be first page news, right? The black cat that crossed the street that had a Cowboys helmet on. So I think that we get a lot of ammunition from the media that's locally, and then of course, national media on any small thing that we do, and like. It's just for what it is. It's just the price of doing business with the Star. I think that Pickens never had any off-field issues, and when he talked, he articulated his words pretty well. His antics are pretty much on par with any wide receiver that had Kenny Pickett throwing them the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in those Steelers land. Like, Steelers had some terrible quarterbacks, right? So I just look at it like that of why he was probably looked upon as a villain. And, of course, the Pooh Shiesty mask and everything, he get labeled. And I know people say, oh, stereotypes are earned. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, come on, man. Let the brother be the brother. But it is for what it is.
Yeah, but because some our fans and stuff, when they listen to the 4-letter and they listen to all these other people and stuff, Club Shay Shay and stuff, right now, Club Shay say, oh, they not paying Pickens, they not gonna do this. Jerry's too cheap and stuff. Jerry is doing he is cheap. But Jerry's doing a lot of things to pull the wool over our eyes and stuff. He might say, you know what, I am cheap, but I ain't got that many years left. I'm not going to push. I'm not going to say I'm all in. Let me just do things different. Because right now he's quiet. We haven't heard any. It's too quiet and stuff. It's like, and that's why the media's trying to, I think that's why the media's trying to say all this stuff. They want Jerry to come out and say something crazy. And he's not. And this is the first time ever that he's not taking the bait, and I'm liking that. And so I'm really excited about this upcoming season and stuff, because I'm glad we got a better defensive coordinator and stuff, and a lot of like you say, everybody is happy, but then the Eagles are mad and stuff because state defensive coordinator and stuff. he might have wanted to retire and stuff, but they probably offered him some more money.
Yeah,
Fangio. He probably really wanted to retire and stuff, and they had the guy in waiting, but we got him, so I'm happy and stuff. More misery for them and stuff. So.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, man, Brandon, for calling in. Yeah.
But but that's all I had and stuff. But yeah, how about them Cowboys? We're gonna have a very good year this year. I ain't saying no Super Bowl. I'm just saying if Dak stay healthy, we going to the playoffs. That's about it. That's all I'm looking for.
Come on with it, man. I appreciate you, man. That's a good call from Brandon. You know, I do get what Brandon is saying. Castile, you know, that's not the Brandon Ross, but shout out to Brandon Ross too. My thoughts on this is sometimes your silence speak louder than any words, right? And if you think I'm lying, ask God for something. I mean, come on, God. You won't hear them. You just start seeing things moving, right? When they are aligned. So sometimes your silence is gold, right? That's the golden thing. And sometimes you got to go away for a second to showcase your power. 48 laws of them. Yeah. So that's what Jerry doing. He operating out of the 48 laws of power, right? But not to get that mixed up with anything and everything. The Cowboys, with this Pickens, I get it. People like to cast aspersions upon Pickens. See, Pittsburgh's still a media. It's a small media. Shoot, you pick up Law Nation, you put me in Pittsburgh, I'd probably go blow for blow, toe for toe with all of their media things that they got going on over there. They don't have a strong media, even though Pittsburgh is one of the NFL's top tier franchises of an organization. So whatever they put out, it was kind of like running with it, right? They ran off with it, and they were saying like, okay, all right, I see. But then when Pickens got here, a third of us thought that we were going to have somebody that wasn't going to be like talking like that. But they're like, oh, this brother's smart. Oh, this brother's sharp. Look at him in the interview. Oh, yeah, he can articulate himself to a stronger degree, and he's speaking with rhymes of reasonings with sense, right? And I always said, like, when Dez Bryant was going through that, and I'm not shooting no shots at my guy Dez Bryant, but the way he articulated himself, you were sitting there like, you had to know him, or you had to follow him for a couple of years to give. Oh, I give it what he's saying. Oh, I see what he's saying. Oh, Dad, okay. Oh, he just talking, you know. Oh, he meant it in this way. Whereas Pickens, shoo, it was right to the point. And you're sitting there like, man. And they tried to make something out of nothing of what he said about Richard Sherman. I wonder if Richard Sherman down there in San Francisco this week. But what GP said about Richard Sherman going at him or what have you, oh, he was off the clock at that time, you know. So I wasn't even really mad at what he said about Richard Sherman. That wasn't on the Cowboys clock. He was off. He was at his crib probably eating oodles and noodles, you know. And he said, oh, you going to say this about me? And then he responded to Richard Sherman. That news cycle only lasted about a couple of days, right? So that's what I like. GP he really know how to talk his talk. I got the next caller on A-Lou from the 304, man. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me.
Lord, what's good?
Yeah, man, all good, man. We don't turn them down. We just flip them over, man. Come on.
Hey, you can't turn them around, but you can turn them over.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, you got multiples of them, man. I didn't know. I know you get that all the time from the 304, man. You said 304, you know.
I'll be honest with you. I never, people start saying 304, and I'm like, y'all talking about, hey, what do y'all really mean? Because honest, you got to cut now. Don't get it twisted. Every area got their own goers, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, you wouldn't know that they were goers.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that now you gotta talk to the homies. Did you? Did you? Oh my God! Oh no! Please no.
It is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, man. I like to hear. I like to see what's happening. So far as being able to get the young coaches, I don't care if they're black, white, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Whatever they are, I don't care who they are. I like young coaches getting fresh ideas instead of running out here running the same old.
Right.
And you're speaking to a different generation of players. That old, the old Jimmy Johnson way of getting at players, or the old Bill Cowher way of getting at players, or Bill Parcells way of getting it. Just doesn't work anymore. Players are not mentally tough as they were back in the early 2000s. Just too many distractions.
There's
too many distractions and too many options that have them more occupied than what the norm, right? But GP, I don't understand the big deal with they want to, talk about putting Dez rules on him, like you would say, or he hasn't done anything off the field. Everything, like you said, happens on the field, and you're coming from an organization where you can get you 1,400 yards and 10 tubs, but you can't get nobody to get you the ball.
Right. Knowing and one can argue if it wasn't for a few mishaps last season, the brother could have had like 19, probably close to 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Yards. Yeah.
If he didn't check out, if he didn't check, because I give him that, he checked out against the Lions. If he didn't check out against the Lions, and they kept on feeding him the ball when CeeDee came back, he would have been up for 2,000 yards, guaranteed.
Up to
nobody can stop him.
Yep. And I think that the whole Dez Bryant thing, I get it, and I get the whole notion and the connotations of all of that, of why they were trying to put that on him, the dealings with his mom and a whole bunch of other stuff that he had going into the league or what have you. And they was in very much so fear of paying him. But if you're going to do all of that and then eventually pay the player, I think that that's always a negative connotation on the team. Because you beat him up, he talked bad about him, you spilled stuff out to the media to put out there, then that player gonna always look at your side eye now. So all they need to do is don't do that. Look, this is a new age, new generation, right? Look, while I was growing up, they said Google is gonna be the end of the world, being able to Google stuff. Now, shoot, you can chat GPT stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can use all type of AI and stuff. Y'all don't know whether or not this is real law or not. You know what I'm saying? That's how good AI is, right? So I'm just telling.
Yeah. So I'm very interested to see. I'm very interested to see how they operate with this free agency. But like you said, I definitely agree with the way Jerry has been actually quiet. It's still that time. It's the time that for them to be quiet. But at the same time, did we see, I don't know if I missed it, did we see an introduction of Christian Parker?
No, they haven't did the presser yet. And that's another alarming thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm like, you haven't done the presser. He's been here, and so what's taking so long,
Man, I don't know, man. The timing is right. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a situation that there's more to come and they want to get the full staff first. That could be the timing. I think if we didn't have that ice storm, the presser would have been on that Friday or that following Tuesday. But that ice storm damaged a lot of things. As far as the Cowboys, You get what I'm saying, hey, Lou? Hey, Lou, you okay? Jared done got you? Hey, Lou! Oh, man, the 304s, man. Hey, we'll circle back to A-Lou. They didn't got him, man. Shoot. Hey, Lou, I'm going to try to get to you, man. What happened to you, dog? Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou. Damn shame what they did to that guy from the 304. Damn, I got too cool, man, for the 210 you in, man.
I got him. He tagged me and he gave me a ton to run with it.
What's good with you, man? I think it was Jerry, though. Jerry said, okay, all right. Y'all were looking for me. But what you got for me?
So you know what? Hey, so to jump on that real quick, right? I don't think you had that press conference yet with your introduce your defense coordinator yet. And the only reason why you don't do that is because the defensive staff not put together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We got to start doing things that people don't expect right now, right? So, like, I'm optimistic about next year because
Me too.
There's a lot of things going on in Dallas Cowboy world that ain't never happened before.
Right.
Right? For example, and I don't want to make it a race thing, but the man came in and he done hired 3 black coaches on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Yeah. It's a little dark in Dallas now. It's good.
Right? But I want everybody to focus on, man, is like, stop trying to put what Pickens did in Pittsburgh on his contract when he outperformed and proved exactly why he acted how he acted when he was with Pittsburgh. He told y'all that if you gave me basically a quarterback, I'm a top 5 receiver. Did he not say that shit when he was in Philadelphia and when he was in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
And he was talking to what's his name? LaShawn McCoy now.
Yeah.
He told them that he said that I'm a top 5 receiver in the league. Everybody said, well, based off discipline, based off how you carry yourself, we don't see it. But I gave the stats and the breakdown of when he played for the Steelers, how they never threw in 16 games, more than 200 yards in 17 games when that man played for him, when he had Russell Wilson and had Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he told you I'm top 5. He came to Dallas and proved exactly what he said when he was in Pittsburgh. And for those that don't remember, I would argue that the worst season that Randy Moss has ever had in the NFL was when he was with the Raiders.
The Raiders, yeah.
The Raiders,
that's
right?
a damn good prime example to use.
Right? And when he was with the Raiders, Randy Moss, still one of the greatest of all times, basically quit on himself and his team.
Right.
All George Pickens was telling you, you give me a quarterback, y'all keep talking shit, I'm going to show you I'm top 5. George Pickens not only showed you he top 5, he told you he top 3 in the NFL, in the National Football League. Not only did he show you he top 3, he showed you that me and Lamb, 883, Pickens, and you take the E out and you put that fucking that 3 in there.
Yeah.
Man, they showed you that they the best tandem receiving core in football this year.
Hands down.
And oh, by the way, you don't want to franchise Pickens because of this. Pickens is 24 years old. CeeDee Lamb is 26. Pickens, you can get Pickens on a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. Pickens still going to be younger than 29 years old on the next big deal.
Right.
Right.
And I think that all of these players, and I hope that sometime when they do the next collective bargain agreement, that they can work out something different. But all of these players, from what I'm hearing, and this is just me, and it could be just a clear reach for me, they just want that big first one contract. You know what I'm saying? Like they racing to get that first big contract.
They should abolish the franchise tag. That thing needs to go away.
But the only reason why they have hold on. I like the franchise tag as it relates to like being a placeholder. I just don't like it for the players to play on
it. That's the point. The franchise tag only benefits the owner.
Right. Well,
it
does.
Right?
It benefits the owner.
So again, when I say
but it benefits the team though. It benefits the team more than more than anything.
But it's still the owners though. But it's law. At the end of the day, it's still the owners that's being benefited right now. When Jerry Jones can use the franchise tag, for example, I feel that if you have a franchise tag, you can only use it on one player. You should be able to use it on one player.
All right, so let's remove franchise tag away right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if you got the Tennessee Titans, they got $100 million available to spend.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have the ability, you get what I'm saying? To tag on the first day of free agency, if I don't have the ability to tag George Pickens, Titans can pick up the phone easily and say, "Hey, man, what you want? Man, we got 40 right here in our back pocket, bro. It won't even hurt us."
So what's the compensation for that though? If you outbid a team that the player is currently on right now, and that team, and so let's just say he goes to the Titans and he put up 1,400 yards, he top 5 receiver. Man, I don't want no third. You're not getting no third round pick. Y'all ass giving up a second round pick. Y'all giving up a first round pick. So now that slows the pockets down of teams right now, right? Where you got bad management, right? Because the Tennessee Titans is total chaos right now. They got all that money right now because don't nobody with common sense want to go there. A player that wants the money and wants the bag is gonna go there.
Yeah, they got 104. Let me just name these teams out with all of this money that you won't be able to fight if you remove the franchise tag. Titans got $104 million. Raiders got 91. Chargers got 88 million. They are contenders. Chargers are contenders. They can pick up George Pickens just like that. 83 million for the Jets. The Commanders got 76. Believe it or not, the Seattle Seahawks got $73 million available to spend. Joe Burrows and them got 54. So if you remove the franchise tag away, shoot, them teams can just be able to just pick up their guys immediately.
But that's true. That's factual, right? But it also goes back to this: how bad do you want to win, right? Nobody projected that the Seattle Seahawks was going to the Super Bowl right now. They have that money to spend right now. What Seattle Seahawks got to do right now, because they got $73 million, but guess what? Tyreek Woolen is a free agent right now, so we don't know if the Seattle gonna go back and pay and gonna spend a bag on him, or they're gonna let him walk. So somebody like George Pickens right now,
majority of last season, Tyreek Woolen was a healthy scratch, and he didn't even start all game. You get what I'm saying? So he's in our eyes, Tyreek Woolen would be nice here, but in Seattle land, they looking at it like, damn if he do, damn if he don't, because we getting productivity even when he wasn't even on the field.
But again, what I'm saying too, though, you got to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Sam Darnoldson, was it Darnoldson?
Sam Darnold, I believe. Yeah. Sorry,
what Sam Darnold is doing go by it. What Sam Darnold is doing in Seattle, nobody projected that. Nobody projected. So it's the same thing as a rookie going to a team.
Even though they wasn't projecting for Sam Darnold to do that, he did it last season with the Minnesota Vikings. He just laid an egg when he went to the postseason, right? So Sam Darnold had been on a stretch for 2 years, though.
Who was a top 2 receiver? But he did it with a top 2 receiver in the league, though.
Yeah. But shoot, right? You got JSN and Cooper Kupp, so I'm not saying that JSN is of the mindset of Jada.
Okay, man, but Cooper Kupp, how many yards Cooper Kupp got right now?
I don't know, man, but Cooper Kupp, he was decent. He was okay. He wasn't lunch food. He wasn't chopped liver.
But people were saying Cooper Kupp was better than CeeDee Lamb. Cooper Kupp
them people out there cotton picking mine, man.
Yeah,
but
what I'm saying,
I got a proposal though.
Man, listen, man, back to my point.
I know.
Point, though, is this.
Go ahead.
Right.
Right, go ahead.
George Pickens, based off the production and based off the year that he had with the Cowboys this year, man, he would be a fool to go anywhere else because it is proven right now.
Yeah.
Right here, where you currently lay, where you lay your head in this house right here, man, this is the best food you're gonna ever eat.
Hey,
you could choose.
Too cool.
On somebody else's table.
I got a brilliant solution for all of this.
What's that?
Teams shouldn't be penalized on homegrown guys, whether they are undrafted or whether they were drafted. If they originally signed with you, you should be able to get a 50% discount, an incentive that it don't count against the cap. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, like nobody saw Dak Prescott perform up to the kind of caliber of level that he did. What the NFL need to do is for homegrown guys, there need to be an incentive so that you can keep guys on your team. I know they want parity in the league. So, for example, Dak Prescott, this is his second big contract, but I'm just using his second big contract as an example. Even though it's a $60 million APY, right, contract, the total body work of that contract is $250 million. The Cowboys or the teams that drafted a guy like that, there should be a 30% discount or a 40% discount, or we can do a 60-40 or something like that. I think the NFL need to restructure their cap philosophy so that teams that absolutely do the right thing in drafting, that they when it's time to pay those guys, that they shouldn't be penalized for that. You get what I'm saying? Because we developed them. We the one that grew them until that point. Yeah.
But so what you're saying is this: based off production, as an owner.
Right.
As a homegrown, as me drafting you and you being homegrown,
right.
I should be able to incentivize your contract.
Yeah. To not go up against the cap of the NFL. Right. Boy, I'll be slam dunking.
So now we cooking, right? So now we cooking. Yeah. So I want to let this hit the air before the Super Bowl start. All these people talking about, oh, you ain't never project Sam Darnold to go to the Super Bowl, Jared Goff to go to the Super Bowl. Hey, I would never, ever let somebody get away with that. Don't act like Sam Darnold asked one of those top 5 picks.
Right.
Don't act like Jared Goff one of those top 5 picks.
Right.
Dak Prescott came from the 5th round the same damn way Tom Brady came from the damn 5th round.
Right.
Those individuals was never projected to be anything in the NFL. When you go get a quarterback in the 5th round, you're not projecting him to be your starter. You're not projecting him to bring you 5 Super Bowls, right? So what I'm saying right now, people are like, oh, Sam Darnold, how did he make it to the Super Bowl before Dak? That motherfucker was picked in the 1st round way before Dak.
Facts.
He was projected up there, right, with the Jets, right? I don't want to get off my topic, man. My topic is
right. Well, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
With all of the coaches that they bringing in, you gotta pay attention to what the Dallas Cowboys are doing right now. I'm telling you, man, people better pay attention to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, outside of hiring a GM, has handed the freaking keys to Shotty and say, go do your damn thing.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on with the Cowboys right now don't look like Jerry Jones. This is not the way he operates.
Definitely.
This is not the way he operates.
That's probably why he mad. Definitely. Yeah.
Hey,
you're right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy, CUD, because I can't say his name either from Georgia. He just got outside linebacker. They moved to a 4-3?
Yeah, I don't even know what they're gonna do.
Man, listen. Pay attention to all the walkers that just Quay Walker. Quay Walker came from Georgia.
I know them Georgia boys, them
Quay
Georgia
Walker
people.
Is a free agent this year.
Yeah.
Right, man. When I look at all these young defensive coaches they're going out there to get right now. So when I look at somebody like Murray, they might bring him back, but they're bringing him back just for continuity,
camp body or something,
just for mentorship.
Yeah.
Right, but however, we don't know what the Cowboys gonna do. I keep trying to tell everybody, don't be you thinking we're gonna go out here and get Max Crosby. You thinking we're gonna go out here and we're gonna trade for this person. The only player I'm giving up 2 first-round draft picks, I'm trading a first-round draft pick for is Myles Garrett. I ain't trading that shit for Crosby, right? But based off the way that they go out here and get these college coaches with these players that's coming out right now, Dallas Cowboys about to shock the world, man. They gonna go in free agency, and they looking at that young talent, right, to go with these young coaches that not too long ago, 2-3 years ago, that they was coaching them. Quay Walker plays for the Green Bay Packers. He's a free agent. Quincy Williams is a linebacker. Quay Walker is a linebacker. They free agents, right? Tyreek Woolen is a DB, right? So now we thinking that the Dallas Cowboys going in there and they're gonna go, and we're expecting them to go straight defense.
Right.
It's possible that Dallas can go in there and say, hey, all the defensive needs that we need right now, we're going to restructure all these contracts. We're going to put money on the books. We're going to go into free agency, and everything we need for defense, we're going to take it out of free agency. We're going to get it in free agency. We're going into this draft right now. We saying, Ryan Flournoy, the third team receiver, we think that's going to be a third-team receiver. Makai Lemon might be on the board. Tate might be on the board at 12. The Cowboys might say, okay, they go out third-string receiver right there.
Man,
We might go to the 20th pick, and they say, because I think the best tackle in this draft, I'm saying right here on live, the best tackle, offensive tackle in this draft and last year combined, is Caden Proctor out of Alabama.
Oh, Caden Proctor.
Caden Proctor is the best offensive tackle in last year's draft and this year's draft right now.
Roll Tide.
We're assuming that the Dallas Cowboys is going to go defense. We're assuming that. The Dallas Cowboys might go into free agency and pull all their needs out of free agency and say, now we're going to go on the offensive side of the ball because Jeremiah Love might be there at 12. Caden Proctor might be there at
20.
Caden Proctor might be there at 20.
Yeah,
if Caden Proctor there at 20, I can put him in left tackle. Now I can move Tyler Guyton to right tackle. Tyler Guyton is not a left tackle. He's a right tackle.
I do like Caden. So, yeah, you're on the money, man. Too cool, man. I appreciate you, man. Let people let them know, man. Let them hear it, man. Let them hear it.
I need 2 more years, and then I'm out of here, and then we're gonna do some stuff. We're going to do some things.
No doubt, man. Have a good one, bro.
Hey, you have a good one, brother.
Yes, indeed. That's too cool, man. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou, you still there?
Yeah. I mean, I hit a patch and man, and lost service, man.
Oh, okay. That's what it was, man. What you got in closing, though? What you got in closing?
In closing, man. As a Cowboys fan, good to see. Just got to close the deal. Like my man said, if we can go in free agency and do what's necessary and get us 4 or 5 starters ready to go, and we can go into the draft not needing, but go into the draft taking BPA, we're moving in the right direction. And if we're able to do that, we're moving in the right direction. All we're going to do is win, because at that point you're not you know what I mean, you're not guessing, you're not hoping and wishing, and you have an identity.
Yeah.
So moving forward, if we can find that identity, which I think we are finding on defense, we're going to go to a 3-4 hybrid situation. We're going to go to a cover 3, cover 1 situation. We're going to go to a box you in, let your D tackles play, get pressure from your outside linebacker / ends.
Oh my
God. We're going to go into a disguise situation where everything is looking like a shell 2, but you're going to roll it into 4, you're going to roll it into 6, you're going to roll it into 3, you roll it into 1. There's a lot of things. If you look at what the hires, where they're coming from, they have a lot of things tied in together. Whether that's Flores, where he's playing the coverage and blitzing and a lot of cross blitzes with your linebackers and your D tackles. Whether that's the Cardinals, where you're playing good cover 3, cover 2, cover 4, cover 6, cover 1. Whether that's your outside linebackers being able to shed blocks, read the run, go after your quarterback, dropping pass coverage. You're going to see a big change in your overall makeup of your defense, because your defense is going to get faster, bigger, stronger, faster. That's what Alabama was. That's what Georgia was. Bigger, stronger, faster. And you want to get a bunch of those players.
No doubt, Lou, man. I'm going to have to let you go, man, but I appreciate you so much. I got some breaking news I got to talk about, but I thank you so much, bro.
Yep.
It's a good call from Lou. Breaking news. We have some details about the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line guru coach, Jeff Stoutland, on his very best, is leaving Philadelphia. It's the end of an era. This song is dedicated to my homies on that gangster lean. Oh my God, Fangio. Hey, he's kind of like teetering. I don't know whether I'm gonna be here or not. And now all of a sudden, man, if y'all don't know, he is by far the best offensive line coach in the National Football League. Hey, this is a message from him. Philadelphia, I have decided my time coaching with the Eagles have come to an end. When I arrived here in 2013, it's been nothing but misery for me. Oh, my bad. I'm reading the wrong transcript. Hold on. I did not know what I was signing up for. I quickly learned what this city demands, but more importantly, what it gives back. The past 13 years has been a great privilege of my coaching career. I didn't just work here. I became one of you. Stout out. Yes. Whew, that offensive line, man. The bird for the tush and the push and the Kelseys of the worlds and all of the dynamics that offensive line brought to the Eagles for all of those years. Oh, my goodness. Now, I don't know if he ever understudied that will be able to handle what they got over there. But I'm quite sure that we got to give props to the Eagles one more time.
We're looking great. Go Birds. Let's go Birds. E-L-D-S, E-L, Eagles.
This song's dedicated. And I get it. I get it. Once you thought about retiring, you don't retire. Like the Fangio, he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It means that normally when you about to do that, instead of giving about 12 hours, he said, man, I'm going to scale it back and do about 8 hours. Instead of 8 hours, I'm going to scale it back and do about 3 to 4 hours, man. Yeah, I'm getting too old for this. Riggs. Riggs! I'm getting too old for this. Riggs. Boy, and I love the miseries of the Eagles. Do they have an offensive coordinator yet? You know? Do they have an offensive coordinator yet? But here's my thoughts on the Eagles, man. They had pretty much solid staffing as relates to what they demanded for with Fangio, and as well as with all bull sugar aside, their offensive line is something that you will have to research and say, man, what a good run they had with their offensive line. What a good run. I think what they did with Kevin Petulio, however you say that man's name, that people are people. And finally what happened with that whole scenario of Eagle fans going to that man's house and egging the man's house and putting death threats out for that man, I think that was the last final straw to most staffing members on that coaching staff. Like we pissed off at Matt Eberflus, right? As Cowboy fans, I'm just speaking on in general. We were pissed off at Matt Eberflus. He didn't do a job as bad as Kevin Petulio did for the damn Eagles. But it never came across our minds to let's find this man's house and let's egg the man's house. Let's put death threats out on the man, and let's do some egregious stuff that wasn't even reported and all of this stuff. We never took it to that level, right? Poison the man, milk and food and stuff like that. So we crazy, but we ain't that crazy, right? And the Eagles, are a very crazy bunch of birds over there. Their fans are very crazy. Like, when they won the Super Bowl, they were eating fecal matter, right? They're eating horse droppings, right? We're like, we crazy, but we are not that insanely crazy. So, and we like Matt Eberflus, we got mad at him. We call him all type of names, but we never, ever thought to find that man's house and do crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Well, we probably thought it, but look, Nigel says, nah. He says, wait a minute. Law speak Speak to yourself, man. No. We probably thought about it, but we never act upon it, right? Can you let's agree to disagree, Nigel? We probably thought about it, but we never ever thought about physically putting harm to a damn coach, you know? And it's been 30 years, 30 seasons, right? What was the other guy that had it even worse than Matt Eberflus? What was that guy name in 2020? What was his name? I forgot his name. Tip of my tongue. Yeah. Okay, D in the chat says, man, the 76ers don't do that. Yeah. Shout out to the 76ers, man. So it's crazy that, you know, Stoutland, the offensive line guru, he's like one of the better or best offensive linemen, coaches out there, is going to be hanging it up. Mike Nolan, appreciate you, fam, JV boy. Like, as bad as Mike Nolan and Matt Eberflus were, we probably thought about it, Nigel, but we never acted upon to egg that man house, to send him death threats and stuff like that, you know. So with that being said, we hope all is well for all of the people that's involved. But I'm glad that we don't have to fight against a Jeff Stoutland kind of caliber of offense, right? Yeah, I'm just extremely excited. To go back to the last caller, or the caller before last conversation, to go back to that conversation, the way Jerry Jones is moving, I think it was too cool, not A-Lou. Waiting for the staff to get together completely before they do the presser and knock it all out at once. I like the new Jerry way. Let's wait for the staff to be fully assembled, and let's do these interviews, these pressers, all at once. They'll be nice. And finally, I'll knock on some wood, that we don't have storylines hijacking the NFL Super Bowl, right? We letting the Seattle Seahawks and the Patriots do their thing, right? One of them guys going to lift up that Lombardi trophy, and it is a good thing that we're not leading all of the news as it relates to going into the Super Bowl. All right, and whenever they decide, because the new year starts in March, right? I can't wait when the new year open up. Cowboys Nation, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all to the stars and back. It is always a pleasure talking to you all. Put a 4 in the chat or LAW in the chat. Put a LAW in the chat if you enjoyed the show today. If I offended anyone, which I shouldn't today, just charge it to my beard, not my heart, right? But as we depart, I love freestyling these type of shows. I love doing these kind of calibers of conversational piece. But my favorite part of the show today was I truly believe, and I thank y'all so much, man. Oh, my. Verdi, appreciate you. Teddy, appreciate you. Nigel, appreciate y'all, man. My favorite part of the show today was the idea of incentivizing homegrown players. The NFL got to give us some type of kickback for getting the answers right on the test. And what's right is right, and wrong is wrong. We should, now I know GP is not homegrown, right? But at least there should be an option to carry more weight, because we are at the mercy seat of the NFL dangling the money in front of individuals. And the NFL stands for not for long. The average lifespan of a player in the National Football League is only 3.5 years. So most of those players fight like holy hell for that first big contract. So the NFL need to incentivize teams that draft well with those selections. It don't have to be as high as 60% that their money don't count against the cap. It don't have to be as high as 50. I would start off with a sample size of 15% or a 20% discount on guys that you drafted, so that when you build in your team and you grow your guys and they done built their relationship here for 3 to 4 years and they built their houses and stuff like that, that they can still ask for big money and they don't have to scoop and carry up everything and be painted as a villain. Because it's time out for players to be looked upon as villains. They'd be looked upon as villains. Oh, he's great. When the NFL is making billions. These players are not making billions. If you think I'm lying, they get taxed from whenever they play in different states. And they got these things out. They got Pookie and Ray Ray with their hands out like, hey, I helped you back in middle school. They got Mama and them. They got the agent. The agent gonna get his. And last but not least, they got Uncle Sam. If I know Uncle Sam is after me, I know he's after them damn players. Shoot, and they got child support. I talked to one guy, he was saying, hey man, I gotta pay 14% on child support out of my check. And I got 2 kids, that's 28%. Damn. Your check gone, dog. Yeah, 28% of your check, child support. Gotta make better decisions on that too, though. Then Uncle Sam, shit, he called 33%. I talked to my tax preparer, said, any way I can claim Uncle Sam? Let me claim Uncle Sam on my... I've been carrying him all year. I've been carrying Uncle Sam all year, ladies and gentlemen. 33%. So, think about a player. If Uncle Sam is going to get 30 to 33%, and you got child support for 14%, if you got more than one, that's 28%. Shoot, by the time you get paid, you're going to be like, God, no. Shit. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for, to work day and night, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat forward, fret forward a plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty God, guess what? You will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to the sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. Nothing but the best. Those credits. I forgot I ain't got no credits today. Do I got credits? Okay, I got some credits. Legendary nice, baby. Queen Cowboys. Come on. Oh, now you want to hold me, baby. Okay. All right.
thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Where we at?
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGregor.
Yeah.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
He can't call me lazy, baby. Nobody.
I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby. It's putting in more work than me.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this. Tell him run it up.
Come on.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell him run it up.
Come on. Shout out to you, Richard. Appreciate you.
No drip, this. Tell him run it up.
Shout out to you, Riley.
Might crash, might
Biz, Dominique, Starboy.
I gon' make me take that trip way out
to the couch, baby.
I call up Nigeria.
That's where we at watching. We watching the Super Bowl from the couch.
Boys don't come to play, you should get worried.
Yeah.
One false move, find yourself there getting buried. That's what the devil used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
Yeah.
I wake up,
Law Nation, baby. Tell them. Come on.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex.
Come on with it, baby. Shout out to you, Seabass. Shout out time to everybody.
Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
Hush your mouth over there, Eagles. Hush your mouth over there, man. You know?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed
Oh, my
up?
gosh.
You're going through a time of swallowing.
Oh, my God. Let's get on up out of here, man. I'm going to run off here.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
If you didn't hit that like button,
Shame.
and if you didn't share this content,
Shame.
Oh, my goodness.
Shame.
But slow it down. We got a party. Also, Sambuca is where we having the Super Bowl party this weekend. We're going to be at Sambuca from 3 to 10. So I'm going to have all of that information out for y'all. Don't meet me there, beat me there. It's in Plano, close to Frisco. The one in Dallas. And you. I got the longest outro in the land. They say it's longer than Shaq feet. Jay Leno's chin. Natalie Nunn's face. As well as Wemby back. I got a long outro. But enjoy. Layer 2. AJ, appreciate you. I see you. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Come on. I'm your best DJ friend of the DJs. Because I'm definitely not a DJ. Come on, Rico. Suave. I see you, the commission. All at one. What we tell them?
Don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
JV Boy says, Law Nation has the greatest outro on all social media.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can
I be your player too? I follow.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it
Oh, snap. Get that bird. Get that bird, baby.
Execute Order 66.
Oh, snap. Jerry, wait, I'll just play it.
I've got balls of steel.
Jerry, don't come after me.
Oh, look at my African American over here.
Until next time, DC for life, man, not for sure. Let's go ahead and end with Uncle Charles, man. We'll get on out your hair.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight. Everything will be all right.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah, depend on you.
If you win or lose,
you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Damn, them Eagles
suck.
One more time.
Suck.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Law. Say it again.
Spartans!
Give it to me again.
What is your profession?
Keep going, baby. We about peace. One love. If I offended you at this point, you just offended. Peace.